Might be a ghost. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a bird. Bye. There's the door. Later days. Can you hear this? Let me turn it up. Oh.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you. I have had some issues with YouTube. Yep. I believe it's the sugars. I did have a screenshot. I cannot find it. I looked for it, of a sugar actually saying that they, were trying to take down basically Yankee and Aiko. Shocked the hell out of me. I didn't think I was big enough to worry about. But anyway, I digress. I've also had some family things going on, as you know. So it's been kind of a tough go, and I'm trying to get back on track. So I did a laughter break, so I'm in a good mood. So that's good. No crying. No crying. Anyone who is totally brand new here, usually I don't yap this long. My name's Lara. This is Aiko, All Kinds of Wrong. I do all my stuff in chapter form. At the end of each chapter's commercials, which are just parodies, skits, anything about these two that's funny. Or I know I would go insane because I have to look up this stuff every day, all day, it feels like. Well, it just drives me crazy sometimes. But that's okay. So we are going to get right into it. It's going to be a little bit different, this one. I have two chapters. One's longer than the other, and they kind of intertwine. But we're going to go forward, and I will explain as we do. This chapter is faux tour and age info. So I wrote, wow, they got you a bench that you guys love so much. You lucky lovebirds, you. Okay, so when I first started this, I had heard that you couldn't use the photos because they were copyrighted through Archwell because they basically stopped. Sorry, guys, just have to adjust my chair here. They basically halted any kind of press, except for what they've approved of, Harper Bazaar and another one. Anyway, so you get what you get. And so I just thought I'm just going to put this face on all of hers, and that way we don't have to look at her face at all. Some don't have it, but lots do, just to let you know. And this one, of course, is where he's got the earbuds to, translate the Spanish. And then her, because she's the liarson of all liars, has said that, oh, yes, I can speak the Spanish, like the Italian, all that crap, what she, remember that? Yeah, she can't speak anything, okay? So she's sitting there like a dumb idiot and grinning and smiling when they're doing these drums and stuff, and it's a serious thing, and she's grinning like a Cheshire cat, like she's just, her and her rictus grin, I cannot, so. So basically, what I'm going to end up doing, because I know you guys have had this for days shoved down your throat, all this stuff. So I've decided I'm not going to go heavy into it. You guys already know everything. I know you do. I'm going to give you my take, go over some of her outfits. I've got a couple clips that are funny instead of stuffy. And then we'll go on to other things. But we will continue with this. So I wrote, can you sit as far away as humanly possible? Please and thank you. Look at that, you guys. What a difference. Remember, she's either hanging all over him or, well, it's him. He's the one who's like, get the F away. It's very evident, at least in public, because, well, we see it. And this one I wrote, where is the nauseating PDA? Sampling Colombia's natural resources. It's what's getting those two through. Oh, excuse me. There. Sorry. Had a little sniffle there. Taking a book out of Lady C's. Taking a page out of her book. So when I saw this, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Really? 72,000 pounds worth of clothing on her first day? And the clothing is not worth 72,000 anything, as I will show you and as you know. Her 3 outfits. The middle one is literally the exact same one as her other Nigerian dress, except different pattern. What? There is no question that you guys definitely know about this. Turd brown, again, this is what, 4 years apart? She still hasn't learned how to use deodorant? Or I don't know, she uses enough Botox on her face, she can use it in her armpits too, and stop sweating. Like, good grief. That's what I said, good grief, Roachel. What in the Sam hell? And she's wearing some sort of pajamas or something. What is that? What is that? Really? Wow. Just wow. So when I saw these feathers, I was like, this is too funny. Because I put it with the candle and the hat. Hilarious. This will go down in the history books for sure. So I have a funny little, well, just a little clip because I'm like, you know what? The Daily Mail must hate these two. Because here's the clip they put out, you guys. I couldn't have the music on very loud, so I thought we'll just do a short little run watching without the music. But this is what they put out. Literally, 75% of it, she's covered by feathers and all kinds of things. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Looks like Has No Balls has been, yeah. Oh, there's a sniff there again. Sorry. So I like this one because that's quite the look. I saw the video and even Roachel's trying to cover up, well, it's up to her vajay almost, that flippin' dress. It's just embarrassing, even on a good day. But she's embarrassing, so I mean, it goes well with her. God. Oh, man. These people are beyond the pale. Is this like real life?
Look at us. Look how important we look. We look so important. Look at everybody greeting us. Oh, hi, shake my hand. Pretend you know why we're here. Let me pretend that I give a shit about anything you're saying or anything he's saying. But we're just so important.
So yes, I'm going to have a little bit of humor with this. Why not, right? So I'm just picking pictures that I think have something to talk about. This one I picked because look what she's looking at. The microphone. Of course. Of course. And what's Harry looking at? Anything but her. The school. There's Roachel using someone else's child instead of her own to have a photo op, basically. And it all sounds so lovely and wonderful and oh my goodness, blah, 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 until you read this. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, or does it? The school visit was to an elite school, not a poor one. Might change the context somewhat. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I did put this one together thinking, oh, I remember when Diana was holding a little girl with glasses too. And then I saw a couple creators had also figured that one out too. So I guess we all did, but that's okay. This one's mine, and I don't think this was a coincidence. I really don't. I think, and I'm not even joking, I think she would have literally asked for a child with glasses. I really do. That is how insane she really is. And, yeah, she doesn't have her wig on. You can tell because she's got that That part is getting wider and wider and wider, isn't it? But she's cosplaying Diana, but she's not doing a very good job. No. Looks like the Daily Mail have their claws out. The Roachels kick off the third day of their quasi-royal Colombian tour with a visit to a music school, while 3,000 police are called in to protect the couple, despite barely anyone turning up to greet them. Ha ha. Like on Simpsons. Ha ha. That guy, kid. Nelson, I think. I saw this and just kind of giggled. Timu Royals, carrying on from number 458. Congrats to at the Cutie Patootie for a brilliant and apt title. The Gruesomes are in Colombia. They can't stand each other. Megsy's fashion sense is Harry is crumpled and balding. The local kids are bored. The Sussex kids are answers on a postcard. Oh my God. They are so stupid for doing this. Oh, I'm sure Roachel loved this being talked over. But as I was saying, they are so dumb to have left the media out of it, to be honest, because they're always, oh, the media, this, that. They are nothing without the media. Like, they fight it all the time or say they do. But like I showed in my last video, they call the paps, you know. I have another clip I'll be showing you later. So for them to have this all closed down and all secretive and stuff, there's reasons for that, you guys. I know anyone that watches TRG or anything like that will already know that they are up to no good. I've been saying it forever. Why are they really there? Nobody knows. And this woman, this vice president, she's shady too. She's got a lot of things going on in her past that are not so good. She's apparently being worried about being unalived all the time. I wonder why. You know? So I'm going to just show another clip and then we'll go on. Did you read that? Day 3 of the Colombia trip by Prince Harry and Princess Meghan. Wow. So this is the stuff that they want out there, right? That they've got their crew, their flying monkeys putting out. And they honestly think this is going to change how we feel about them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
So I look at this and all I can see is she's reverting further and further back. Like she's going further and further back into what her old life looked like. These are just a couple of screenshots that I grabbed. I'm speechless almost, you guys. Like, really? I think in her head, she thinks that she can just erase everything and start all over again. And go back. She's still living back in that time. She honestly is. The only difference is her face. Really. I mean, her body is kind of, I guess, thinner, which isn't a good thing. But her face is different because of all of the surgeries and whatnot, right? But as far as I can tell, she's still living back there in her glory days. She still thinks she's this young, thing that everybody wants. No, Roachel, no. I say no. Okay, so excuse me. I do have more photos and stuff in the next chapter of this tour, and it's interwoven in the blind. My daughter set it up, and I saw the pictures, not what was said, but the pictures, so I knew what not to show you guys. So there is more coming, trust you me. We're not done. However, this is the last thing that has been put out, at least on my end. I hope that you guys get this before, I don't know, Wednesday. I don't know. It's like, for me right now, it's Saturday morning, so. Okay. As for good grief. As the Roachels faux royal tour of Colombia comes to an end, our man finds most locals are bewildered by why they're here or there, and even who they are. When you're dirt poor and live in fear of cartels, Sussex-like preoccupations are low-level concerns. Wherever Harry and Roachel go in Colombia, the same complaint always seems to follow them. You hear it in the narrow streets of La Candelaria in Bogota and within the ancient walled city of Cartagena. I apologize, you guys. You know I'm not great with with other languages. 600 miles away on the country's Caribbean coast, where the couple touched down yesterday, the latest stop on their faux royal tour. It is that while locals are only too aware the Sussexes are in town, the excess of armed police, sirens, blocked off roads, and traffic jams are perpetual reminders. It irks that they never see them in the flesh. It's very strange. They move like ghosts, said Arturo, a waiter sheltering from the Andean sun under a palm found on Avenida. Try this again. Avenida Jimenez de Quesadilla on Thursday afternoon. Many apologies. A few streets away, the Duke and Duchess were shuffling their feet to a folk dancing display outside a theater. And I just wrote, I have never seen anyone in love with a microphone like Roachel. God, that is when she is shining away when she has one of those in her hands. And the Roachels met a volleyball team at the Center for Veterans Rehabilitation in Bogota. I'm sorry, but this little stunt, really? This is supposed to make us believe that you're really... God, they think we're stupid. They really do. This is the biggest joke. Like, the people that are paying for these arseholes to be there aren't even allowed to meet them. I mean, who would want to anyways? But you know what I'm saying. It is unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. So I'm going to just shut it down right now for this. It will be coming up again, trust you me. But I'm going to get to the second half of this chapter. Okay, so you guys, I have covered her age many, many times. I have not repeated anything either. I have brought new info every time, and I'm not going to be any different this time. So this is what I found. She's actually 51. Meg screams, "Shut up," as Dorito accidentally reveals her real age at her birthday party. Now, the reason I'm going to read this little bit out to you guys is because of a tweet from the TIG, a couple of them that I showed you guys a couple months ago, that actually verifies this. Roachel's recent birthday celebration has been overshadowed by allegations suggesting she may be 51 years old, contrary to her public claim of being 43. This revelation, reportedly based on discrepancies in official documents and observations of her appearance, has triggered a media frenzy and led to significant personal turmoil. Roachel recently celebrated her 43rd birthday. an occasion that was met with much fanfare and media coverage. However, a shocking revelation has emerged, suggesting that Roachel's actual age might be far beyond the celebrated milestone. According to a close source from Roachel's mother, Dorito, Roachel is not 43, but rather 51 years old. This revelation has stirred up a media storm and caused significant personal, it's hard to read that, you guys, upheaval within the Sussex family. This article delves into the claims this evidence presented and the ensuing fallout, including Harry's reaction and subsequent actions. H is said to be feeling blindsided and betrayed by the news, leading to intense discussions about their future together and even speculation about a potential divorce. This situation has not only intensified media attention, but also placed immense strain on their personal lives. The debate regarding Roachel's age has caused substantial tension inside the Sussex family, affecting their public image. Claims about Roachel's true age are supported by purported discrepancies in official records, including a birth certificate allegedly indicating she was born in 1973. Additionally, critics have pointed to recent photographs that suggest signs of aging inconsistent with her stated age. Well, that I agree with. So I definitely have more, but I wanted to read this out again, you guys. I'd read this out once before, but I didn't finish it all, and I'm going to now. So this is the truth about Roachel and Dorito's birth certificates from someone I trust. It has been very interesting trying to get info on that bitch's birth certificate. I was looking into it without FOIA, trying to stay off the radar. Nothing can be found on her mother, nothing. I had my friend, who is a genealogist, try to start a family tree under the guise of building a royal family tree for history purposes. This is what she does for a living, so she knows ways to get things. Nothing. Now, I hadn't read this other part out, but now I'm going to. Since I have been searching and asking and trying, weird things have been happening. Bank account was locked down after fraud attempts out of England, no less. So this is a friend of mine who lives in the States, okay? I feel horrible that this has happened. She literally was just asking about it, and strange things started happening, you guys. Like, this is no joke. This is also what I'm dealing with. Yeah. Anything to do with the truth, and they are on it, like white on rice, and they, that's just a saying here. And it's just absolutely unbelievable. We can't get a question out without something happening, right? So I'm going to continue, but I wanted that out there so you know I have tried to get a proper certificate. A genealogist can't even, but what I do know is that Roachel, and her father was the one to say it, is very adept at documents, making fake documents. Okay, right here. This fella was, he got her that guest edit job in Vogue. He was connected with, Marcus, apparently his boyfriend. I don't know. However, on this date, and I believe it looks like German or Ukrainian or something, but anyways, says, had such a fun night with this wonderful lady at Meghan Markle. Thanks at Anderson Marcus or hashtag living our life like it's golden. And this was the 5th of September, I think, of 2014. I have the English version. Sorry, I think it was February. Happy 40th birthday, Megan. Sending much love. Have a wonderful day. And then there's other people who are also wishing her a happy 40th birthday. There it's a little bit closer so you can see very clearly, happy 40th birthday, Megan. This is from the TIG. No filter, just unbridled happiness with friends. Have a joyful day, everyone. February 4th, 2014. Now, I know that I'm going to sound like a loco motion, I am sure, but I am wondering if her birthday isn't in August, and that's why nobody can find anything. Is it in February? Is it? Why are they wishing her a happy 40th birthday in February of 2014? That would make her 50 this year. Like, what in the hell? I know that she had to admit she lied in court. Yeah, but I've got a little bit more too. I think this was 3 years ago. She admitted to a judge last year that she was 44, which should have meant she turned 45. Some sources have suggested her age to be 41. There are conflicting claims and rumors about her age. Now, this is something I don't know how she can possibly get away from. According to information she provided to 17 magazine in early 1997, she was 21 at that time, as her entry in a contest sponsored by the magazine garnered an honorable mention, and her info was published in the March 1997 issue as Meghan Markle 21 Los Angeles. And here it is. This is a real thing. If she was the age she said she is, she would have been 15 there, but she's not. She's definitely at least 21. She might even have lied and is older. I don't know. But I do know that I, in no way, shape, or form, believe that she is 43. I have showed so much proof. But it is up to you guys to decide what to believe and what not to believe. I think and feel that her father is hiding secrets for her. I don't know why, but he is. And I think that his children are respecting their dad and not saying anything because of him. That's just how I feel. And I very much enjoy Thomas Markle Jr. and his comedy and all of that, but it has nothing to do with this. Also, he has shown more than once on his YouTube that she's older, right? In a joking way, but you know what I mean. All right, so this is it for this chapter. Yay. We're going to have some commercials, and then after this, it's just going to be bits and bobs, Aco's water cooler gossip, and some blinds, and a new Sam.
Loathsome toad, I gathered. Everyone who knew her was in full agreement that she was an infected pustule on the arse of humanity. She'd managed to wriggle her way into a position of great power, and lately she was focusing all that power upon me. I froze my todger. Psst, Harry froze his todger.
Dearly beloved, Prince Harry's hot dog is now a very, very cold dog, as he has frozen his todger. Amen. Please rise, since Harry's royal wiener cannot.
Frozen up, frozen up, frozen up.
Do you get a job and fuck up everything? Everything? Everything. This motherfucker has fucked up everything. Gas, water, air, everything.
Yes, it's me. And you guys are angry about it. Oh my God, I make y'all feel bad. Well, this will not take long. Well, I just wanted to pop up here and show y'all how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm looking great. I'm feeling great, you know. I'm over here very booked and busy, while you bitches over here are still looking raggedy and not doing shit. Wow. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm not going anywhere. So talk your shit, you shitholes. You can't defeat a bad bitch. You just cannot do that. I rise above that. Ew. So I just want to say, hey, and I'm here to stay, and you will be mad every day. Success.
Hey, come here. Look at me. Hey, look at me. What I say? No. Come here. Look at me. Hey, look at me. No. Come here. Look at me. Hey. What? You want it? No.
No, Prince Harry has come out with his I Hate My Family and I Want to Bring Down the British Monarchy book. And I have a lot of thoughts on it. But I can't stop thinking about how badly Harry is dealing with just sibling rivalry. The whole Prince William attacked me and he doesn't get my beard and he didn't want to know me at school. Is that really all that shocking? Florals for spring. Groundbreaking. I get what he's trying to do, and there's clearly real pain there, but I can't help but roll my eyes at half of this. You hate the woman your dad was sleeping with while married to your mom. Yeah, it'd be pretty weird if you didn't. And Kate and Meghan got in a testy exchange before the wedding. Have you never seen women before a wedding? We're pretty awful. And the tabloids lie? Did you just cut off your family because tabloids lie? That's literally their job. Now, King Charles has asked his kids to knock it off. William, you don't make my final years in misery. Whoa, you're upsetting Camilla. Harry, you're in the US now. You should handle your bro and dad issues the way we all do. Drunk dial them, let them have it, and then blame it on the booze.
Okay, a longer ACO water cooler gossip chapter with clips, memes, blinds, and just tea. Someone mentioned they would pay to see Roachel fly into England. Keep your money. I don't know where she's headed, but here she is in flight. Do you guys remember me reading this out to you before? Well, I was thinking because the last time I talked about this, they said that the name of the surrogate was Maria. And this one says that the name of Lilibet is Maria. So I said the name Maria comes up a lot. Is it the name of the surrogate or the baby? Lilibet's mother's name is Ashley, and the little girl's name is Maria. And Archie's birth mother's name is Molly. Maria is back with her birth mother after the California court found Harry and Meghan unfit and unstable parents. And no one has seen Archie in a long time, so maybe he may be back with his birth mother. That's a lot of info, guys. Wow. So I'm really curious. The name Maria comes up a lot, or Maria, not sure how they pronounce it, but I'm positive there is a Maria somewhere in this whole thing. This chapter is always stuff that I find. You decide if you believe it or you don't, or you take it on board. It's part of the puzzle, because these are all pieces to a puzzle that we are trying to figure out. That's basically what my channel is about. I like to go back to the past with the eyes of the present and see what we can figure out, because I'll be damned if I'm spending all this time and I'm not going to find out what's really going on, and we're not going to find out. That's how I feel. So here's just another lie that we're able to prove. LA Weekly, mapping Roachel's Los Angeles life before the wedding. I'll just read out what is in highlighted. Despite Roachel's claims that she knew very little about her future family, Princess Diana's death was the subject of discussion in her theology class at Immaculate Heart. Unbelievable. So I found this and I thought this was really a cute little thing. The struggles of a failed 5-minute royal. Megsy is reportedly working on a memoir about her struggles within the royal family. It's also just suggested she'll go nuclear with no diplomacy, as only a narcissist can. So what struggles will she detail about the 5 minutes she was forced to endure in one of the world's most privileged families? The Queen wouldn't give me that tiara I wanted. We got the crappy apartment. Everybody in Hollywood gets freebies, but the staff said I wasn't allowed to accept any. William ignored all my flirting. Catherine was thinner than me. We didn't get paid to go and meet peasants. They wouldn't let me return clothes after I'd worn them. I had to learn the national anthem all by myself. My staff could keep up with my demands, even when I shouted and threw hot tea at them. I had to fake my 2 pregnancies for 18 whole months. Harry wasn't a billionaire. What else can she complain about? So I only have this page of it, but I thought it was worth reading out. Did Tracy Robbins uncover a shocking secret about Roachel and Harry with fake dolls found in their car? Harry and Roachel stepped out for a childless dinner in LA to celebrate their wedding anniversary after returning from a royal tour. It's hard to care since the children never seem to be around. Fake dolls, eh? Wow. H. I experienced cycle of pain in childhood. I want to break it. He also writes his thanks to Archie and Lily for letting Dad be absent. And then he thanks his kids in his book for letting him be absent. Okay. All right then. What a liar. What a liar. I'm stumped at the huge contrast between these 2 siblings. One is full of class, sophistication, and gentle yet strong, while the other... I agree. I'm stumped too. Because Harry acts like he's the only one that lost a mother. Look at William. He did too, Harold. I love this meme. Everything I know about these 2 I have learned against my will. Willie didn't hug many strangers, Harry. I think he's lying again. I know I'm horrible. Roachel, going to party and dressed for shopping. So I put this together because I heard that she used ass pads. What do you guys think? Let me know. Another angle. I'm sure she loves this photo. So let's share it, shall we? So I was going to do sugars and the rumors that they have been putting out. But I think I'm going to wait for another video just because my last one got demonetized. And I can't afford for that to happen to me, keep happening. So I'm going to try as much as I can to keep this one as light as I can, which I'm sure you guys understand, because some of the things that they say are pretty horrific. So I will share them with you, but not on this one, if that's okay. But I did find this, the Sugar's point of view. A Disney fairy tale turned reality. Roachel is the real-life Cinderella. And then I tripped over these, which is them comparing her to the Disney princesses. So let's see. Snow White. After escaping from her wicked stepmother, she lived a life of quiet service by taking care of the 7 dwarves. Roachel, after escaping from the evil firm, has since lived in the spotlight and is self-serving. Aurora loved her 3 foster aunts, who were her fairy godmothers. Roachel did not invite aunts and uncles to her wedding, has ignored her relatives since marrying Harry. Jasmine fell in love with Aladdin even though he was a street rat, a ruler in her own right. Roachel, would she even have paid attention to Harry if he was just an average person? Absolutely not. Pocahontas stopped a war between her tribe and the colonists and saved John Smith's life. Roachel caused a rift between the monarch and some Commonwealth countries by lying that her son was denied a title through his skin color. Last one, Belle came to her father Maurice's rescue, saw past others' appearance, and fell in love with the beast. Roachel does not care about her father, Tom Sr., more concerned about appearances than actual compassion. Yep. So I had a friend send me a few little tidbits from Tattle life, and they're cute and funny, and I thought I'd read some out. At this point, it's probably going to be easier to start listing the men who and the places where Roachel hasn't shagged. Prince Philip, the King, Prince of Wales, for sure, Duke of Edinburgh, Peter Phillips, Edo M.M., Mike Tyndall, Piers Morgan. Job done. Oh, and according to Neil Sean, as ever, etc., Charles and Camilla were sent jam and lemons, but sent them back. Well, I didn't know that. Her USO tour. Well, she was on a trip to entertain the troops. I guess she did what she was there to do, entertain. He got change from a quid and a voucher, 50% off your next purchase. Is the new press officer whip smart and surprisingly beautiful? Did she single-handedly abolish sexism in the USA when she was a mere 12 years old? During her time at the palace, will she meet two princes, an incredibly sexy war hero, true heir to the throne, whose early life was blighted by his mummy dying, although he rarely mentions it, and his evil brother who is evil and whose mummy didn't die? Royal spin. Will they manage to rescue the true heir to the throne who is kept locked in a dungeon with a paper bag over his head to stop his jailers being overwhelmed by his handsomeness, as he's too weak to escape by himself due to being fed too few sausages? Oh my God. This one's good, you guys. But as time went on, it just spiraled out of control. I'd buy an award on the Friday and swear to myself I'd stop. But the next day I'd just be out buying again. How bad did it get? I just bought more and more awards, spending hundreds of thousands in one go. Awards for anything, I didn't care. Aviation, valor, French person of the year, it didn't matter. I'd mix them and take them all. When did you realize you had a problem? What was your rock bottom? It was when I woke up in a doorway in downtown LA, missing for 3 days, couldn't remember a thing, surrounded by 3 trophies, a plaque, and a rosette for Best in Show. That was when I knew I needed help. And through your Arswipe Foundation, you've now set up AA. Tell us a bit about that. Well, AA, Awards Anonymous, is a safe space for anyone to talk about their award addiction and get the help they need. And through AA, you hope to cure this addiction? Nah, I want to win an award. I love it. So I saw this picture of this poor child on their trip, and I just thought I'd make somewhat of a meme. I wrote, mass slips. Roachel is trying desperately to be Princess Catherine, who she is insanely jealous of, but people, especially kids, know the difference. I'm having the best time ever with a real-life princess. I love her. The other kid, who is this stinky mean woman? She's scary and boring. I want my mummy. I'll laugh at my own self. Okay, guys, time for the blind. Friday, August 16th, 2024. Apparently, a group of children had been promised they were going to meet James Rodriguez. Instead, they got 2 people who they had never seen and who didn't speak Spanish, and the kids had 0 clue who they were. Part of me hopes it's actually not true because that is so sad for the children. No, that's very mean. As Colombian, I can only say shame. Who's James Rodriguez? A famous Colombian soccer player. That makes more sense. I was thinking it was the guy from Psych. LOL, I love him in Psych. Come on, son. Then this photo's interjected, and of course, I have to put POB, person of bronzer. Someone I care about, let me use that. Look at her hand to her face, you guys. What the hell? Come on, do better, Roachel. She's posing. Who leans on their hand like that when they're playing with children? I just blew it up a little bit so we could see it a little bit better. Obviously, a big old difference. In the bottom, her mask slips and the true humanitarian comes out. No joke, this is truly terrifying the way she sucks her cheeks in and slowly turns her eyes to the camera. Shivers. It's like that moment in a horror movie when the true evil entity is revealed to the audience. Not only sucking her cheeks in, but she stuck her tongue inside her cheek to make the universally recognized expression of scorn. She was making fun of that Rwandan child while rolling her eyes for the camera in an attempt to bring her audience in on the mocking. That's a 13-year-old mean girl behavior, and she was doing it on a trip meant to cosplay Diana's humanitarian visits to Africa. She's just the worst. One of those poor African children looked at her funny, and she's not going to put up with that kind of disrespect. That's it. Manners, manners, manners. The poster child. I had that in the beginning of one of my shows. Her little snotty attitude to her dad. That's more scary than anything I've seen in a haunted house on Halloween. Absolutely chilling. Why does she persist in wearing gold to countries where poverty is rife? Because she doesn't care. She doesn't give a shit. She needs for it to keep slipping so it can highlight her thin arms. Oh, good grief. Her thin white arms, exactly. So the people can see she's a real-life princess. She has no clue of self-awareness. Poverty porn, the money shot. Gold is shiny and people will see that Meghan is important. She looks like someone whose husband just sold a kidney to keep his wife in new gold bangles. That look will be perfected by their next trip. The jewel in the crown, the largest country in the CW. 60% to defend the rights of girls and women in light of the very current event there. And to promote and grift us. Soon they will not even be waiting for an invitation. Doesn't have to touch them like that. Or doesn't risk having the child recoil from her acid touch. I'll have to tell my girl to make these a little bigger for her blind mother. Good point. I'm sure most of it's merched. Diana's butterfly earrings got to reference Diana, especially when there's children. Bingo. This is her signature pose to use poor children to merch luxury goods. Absolutely vile. Check out her grip on the table with the other hand. Super weird. Also, look at the little girl's hand. Some real weird Photoshop going on there. Oh my God, I went back for another look. Really weird. Maybe she's squatting? I missed her other hand. She isn't able to be genuine, so she has to pose in a way she thinks humans are supposed to be, but she always gets it so damn wrong. What a strange photo. Her right hand resting on the table looks disembodied. It's like she brought Thing from the Addams family along for the diplomatic visit. That would be this picture, guys, because her hand does look very bizarre. It does look disembodied, and the child's fingers do look abnormally large. It's Roachel. What do you expect, right? Practical, isn't it? Her hands are otherwise occupied. I came here to say that. Not natural, not authentic, not like Catherine. Catherine's pictures are authentic. This one is such a poser, only there for the pics. I thought that was another person's arm touching her face for a second. A completely different complexion from her other arm, like a trucker. Someone who's showing off earrings, bracelets, and rings all at once. She's photographing a 90s catalog advert. Good point. I'm sure most of it's merched. Absolutely. And then there's this picture, you guys. Guys, I said, why is her hand so big? Is it Photoshop? Like, look at that. She's holding her own hand? What the hell? If she had breasts, I might have thought she had a nip slip and was trying to cover it, but I doubt it. Oh my God. She's not even she's holding herself. What is she doing? What is she doing? And the shirt gaping open. How else will we see her multiple bracelets, her Diana cosplay watch, her rings, etc.? Someone who thinks the desk might be dirty and who doesn't want their sleeve to touch it. I want to know what's happening here. Why is there so much tension? Stop scaring the children, Rachel. She's a natural at scaring children. I think she's squatting and gripping the table for balance. Maybe drank a bit too much at the closed door lunch. That's a hell of a grip to be balancing on one's legs. Agreed. Trying to touch as little of the desk as possible in case there's snot on it. Oh my God, there's snot. Okay. Oh, sorry, I already posted it below, but it's so fitting here. Fellow craptors, though very slight, were among the deadliest of their species, with their pronounced teeth described as a grin, their cutting, and their claws. They caused a sudden and unexpected death to their terrified prey. It's just weird, right? That everything is just so soft. But that random ass claw. She always has unnatural rigidness in her body, whether it be her neck, jaw, or vein. She's just always in attack mode. Okay, so first of all, I saw the dino as a cucumber, which is just funnier when you think of who that represents. Good grief, let's just consider what Megan did to that cucumber. Let's not. Trying to keep herself from falling over, but she can do this while pregnant with no help from anything or anyone. Exactly. A suede jacket to a classroom. She'd have to be sure to keep her distance from snotty noses, jammy fingers, and plasticine on the desk. Better than going in naked, though. It's as though she doesn't know that children, even children with manners, are usually sticky and a tad smudged. Why is her hairline so white? When your bronzer is so orange, it doesn't match your hand, arm, or hairline. Can you imagine being her? Does she not realize that she is, well, the word nuts comes to mind? It would be emotionally draining to be so fixated on cosplaying so many different people who are famous because you want that same level of fame and adoration. The weird Julia Roberts obsession is a little unnerving lately. It's like she went in and told him she wanted the Julia Roberts smile and had the veneers made to match. Because that's not the same smile she had. Julia Roberts' smile, H's mummy's clothing and perfume, Angelina Jolie's humanitarian, the Princess of Wales hair, JP's Goop Marketplace, and Markle's arrow. The list goes on. That's her natural scalp. That's how you can tell when she has a complete wig on and not just a hairpiece. She allegedly spoke Spanish to these kids. Where's the video? Like, are we being gaslighted right now? I just want to see her speak Spanish. Like, what's going on here? That's what I want to know, ladies and gentlemen. Hola, ¿cómo está? Does not count. We need to hear her Spanish. Lots of the videos of this trip have no sound, right? Geez, and the obnoxiously white teeth. And why does her hair always look so greasy? She doesn't clean her wig's extensions. The teeth are like big marbled tombstones in that gaping maw of hers. Oh my God. Marbled tombstones, that's a good one. They both always somehow manage to look so unkempt. It's their only talent. I think the Daily Mail has hired its own paps to take unofficial photos of the tour just to piss off the HARKLES. They're not that flattering photos, and you see the HARKLES' own photographer taking close-up photos. I'm not personally a fan of Elon's at all, but how funny that they were dragging him yesterday, and now there's what looks like a huge veiny X on Narcle's forehead. Even Botox is rejecting her forehead. Oh no, I'm running out of time, you guys. I have to make this one short. I have so much more. All right. I think you're right because the HARKLES photographer would never let this photo make the papers. Those pube hairs are Oh my God, the Pew Bears again. Those Pew Bears are looking lonely up there, less and less by the day. If he wasn't such a stupid asshole, it wouldn't be a big deal, but he is. The sides are looking a bit sparse. Wonder if there is some harvesting from the side. He needs some sunscreen on that bonce of his head must be on fire with so much direct sunlight. Maybe that's why his brain is fried. Here I stand all broken-hearted, came to fart, but I just sharted. Why does he always get himself in these dumb ass... He looks stupid. Well, he is, but I mean, really. God. So I had to skip a whole bunch, you guys, because this has to be under an hour, so I apologize for that, but I hope you enjoyed what I did give you. And now I'm going to put on Sam to try to get him in because he's quite lengthy this time, so let's just have fun. Thank you so much for being here. I love y'all so much, and just have a great day, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, yes, and my live is on Monday at 2:30 Mountain Standard Time. So I hope to see as many people there as you can. Okay, bye.
Relationship like with your father? Not good. We're estranged. His choice or yours?
Oh, mine. All mine. I mean, his behavior's been unacceptable, right? So he's now suffering as a result.
Right. And do you think he wants to see you?
Desperately.
Right. And would you be prepared to endure the emotional turmoil of seeing him if it would help release him from his suffering?
No, he can rot.
Right. That really helps. Thank you. Now, let's get on to the ink blot analysis. Okay, Megan? Now, tell me, what do you see here? And remember, just say the first things that come into your head.
Right, okay. I see me as two horned demons try to rip me apart.
Interesting. Anything else?
Yeah, I see myself ascending to heaven on pink clouds, and all the angels of heaven bowing down and saying in unison, she's finally arrived.
Great. And how about this?
Right. Okay, I see me as a bright light in the center of the universe, and my two amazing kids, 3 and 5, and they're either side of me, and they're desperate to give me a kiss.
Okay, and anything else?
I see jewelry, brooches, necklaces, rings, crowns, tiaras, and they're being worn by other people. They're owned by other people. They're not being given to me. Oh, doctor, take this one away. I can't handle this one anymore. Take it away.
Okay, it's okay. I've taken it away now. You're safe. Now, are you ready to go on to the next one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and what do you see here?
I see a waiter in a red bow tie, and he's serving me a vegan smoothie and a stuffed avocado, and he's very nervous.
Right, okay, and what's he nervous about?
That he might have got my order wrong. He's terrified about losing his job. He needs it to support his family.
Anything else?
He's in tears now. He's in tears because he has lost his job, whilst I'm lying on a sun lounger after complaining to the manager.
Would you like me to remove this image now, Mrs. Markle?
No, not at all. I actually get quite a lot of comfort from this one.
Interesting. But we're going to move on. Okay, now what do you see here?
Oh, no, this one's easy. It's a male cervix.
A male cervix, right?
Yeah, and quite recently grown, I'd say.
Oh, right. Well, that does remind me. I had David Lammy coming in after you.
So what do you think, Dr. Covington Smythe? I mean, can you even put into words a diagnosis for someone like me?
Well, I can, actually. It's really rather simple.
Okay, I'm ready.
Well, you're a nutter. You're a nut. You're a Looney Tune. A nutbag. Oh,